line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Newton. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Newton. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cooper Kupp hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Good. Makes the score Bears 7, Lions 6. Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here comes Johnson on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Bears 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Touchdown, Chicago! Kareem Hunt, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
The Lions, 1st down.
On first down, Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Thomas.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
16.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Amendola on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
On 1st down, Swift. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
He was brought down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
To Jamal Agnew. Touchdown. Detroit.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Danny Amendola on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Danny Amendola on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
The keeper.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And he completes it to Hunt. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Throwing again is Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to. Get him down.
Isaiah Oliver brought him down. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down, Lions.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Lions.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So that'll back him up 5. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Lions 30, Bears 13. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And Yarrow now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Is good. Makes the score Lions 30, Bears 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 53 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Lining up for the extra point.
And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Eddie Goldman on the stop. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 47 yards. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 17-yard line.
2nd and 12. Taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Lions 37, Bears 26. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run again with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Bears on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Newton. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Oh, here we go. Oh, 20. 40. Express. Hey, I'm coming. Bang, 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 bang.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Binds, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Newton, he'll get this one underneath to Hunt. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the gun, Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. He may try and run for this. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Newton. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Going up top for Miller. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.